New fear unlocked. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something really fun. As you can see, we are outside in the car, well, with the car, because we're going hiking today. We have our lovely hiking snacks, Smart Water and some granola bars for energy, and we're all set to go. I'm not where I'm hiking yet, obviously, since I'm in a parking lot, but I'm not sure I'm loving the styled hair today for some reason. I don't know. I've been using a hair gel, and like you're supposed to put it in your hair wet and then like brush your hair to how you want it, and I feel like that makes these bits kind of like stringy and gross. So I don't think I'll be using that anymore. I don't think I'll just use it for the slick back part. I won't be putting it in like all my hair and then brushing it out like they say to do, because I don't know, it just doesn't feel good. But anyway, back to hiking. Let me show you my hiking outfit. It's nothing special, but I'm comfortable, and actually I really kind of like it. So all right, so we have this white jacket that is just like a spring jacket with a bunch of zippers. I purposely bought it for hiking because, I mean, I'm gonna wear it for other things too, but I purposely bought it for hiking because it has all of the zippers, so I can store a lot of things in it. And then underneath, I'm just wearing this Puma shirt, purple. It has like the Puma logo with some flowers, and blue jeans. And the best part, my fancy sort of high top sneakers. Show you the other side on this one. They got zippers and like really cool rose gold elements. They're Skechers. Love them, but probably not the best thing to wear hiking. It's kind of hard to record in this vantage point, but yeah, so that is what we're wearing hiking. Love it. Actually, I really do love it, which is weird because this is pretty feminine, but I just kind of love the Puma part. So yeah, I kind of really love this outfit. But yeah, so we're gonna go hiking. I'm gonna drive over to where I'm going hiking. I have to do that with some yeah, see, now I messed with my hair and it's messing up, but anyway, with some directions. I have to put the GPS on because I don't quite know where I'm going. I mean, I know where I'm going. I know the town and like the general vicinity of where this hiking area is, but not specifically. Like I couldn't get there without the GPS. Okay, I gotta zip up this jacket again because it's actually kind of cold. And yeah. I also kind of really love this outfit because the shirt is like the exact same length as the jacket, so there's nothing sticking out. But yeah, let's go, because now it's gonna start getting a little busy because I'm actually in a parking lot of a casino. So let's get going to the hiking trail. Okay, we've arrived at our destination. Not the original place I was gonna go to, but the original place I was gonna go to I could not find. I was gonna go to Oneida Rail Trail in Oneida, New York. I can't speak. But when I got there, it was a housing complex. So I don't know what that was about, but in the next town over in Canastota, New York, there is hiking trails. So I am here, and I think I'm the only one here, which is really kind of freaky. It doesn't say it's closed. It doesn't say you can't access it. Parking lot's open. So I mean, until somebody tells me otherwise, I'm just gonna hike. I mean, there's a gate up, but it's so that you don't drive up the trails. So, and I don't see any like times, like seasons or hours or anything online, so I don't know, but I'm just gonna go for a hike. But before I do, I'm gonna eat one of my snacks here because I didn't eat breakfast, and I didn't eat breakfast for a reason, because I'm eating lunch and dinner today, but I don't think I should go hiking on an empty stomach. So I'm just gonna eat my strawberry Nutri-Grain bar while we watch the birds playing. It's not gonna be the most beautiful hike in the world because it is still technically, I mean, it's technically spring now because we're in April, but also we're just getting over winter, really. So like the trees don't have leaves on them, and you know, there's mud and stuff, so it's not gonna be the most beautiful hike in the world, but I just felt like I had to get out into nature and get some exercise and just kind of be alone and reflect. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna make this a Being Alone Diaries episode or not, because I've done a lot of those this month, but Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I just felt like I needed to get out and be outside and, you know, connect with nature and all that good stuff. So that's what we're going to do. One part of my outfit I didn't show you guys was the backpack. It's a supernatural backpack. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I don't really get that much opportunity to use it because I can't really wear it to many places because it's supernatural. You know, it's like blasphemy to some people, but I don't really have another backpack to use for hiking. And of course now somebody's showing up. Yeah, so anyway, what I was saying before that person showed up, I don't really have another backpack to use for hiking because, I mean, I have like a crossbody bag, but it's kind of stored away inside of the suitcase because I don't have anywhere else to put it. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of deciding that the supernatural backpack is my hiking backpack because it's just easier to get to. So one thing I'm kind of finding right now is there aren't really trails here because it's kind of like a park, but also like a disc golf course. I'm very backlit right now. There you go. Ooh, that's a little too bright. I did bring my sunglasses, but they're clip-on kind and I don't really like them. So I don't know if I'm gonna wear them. But anyway, so yeah, there's not like real trails. You kind of just follow the trails of the disc golf course, which I guess is fine. I mean, true hiking doesn't have trails, I guess. But I'm just gonna have to be very careful that it's kind of a trail behind me there. I think that's where the other girl with her dog came up because they came up this side. But yeah, I'm just gonna be really careful about where I step, where I go, all that good stuff. I didn't really bring my survival kit with me, which was my stupid mistake. And I just slid a little bit on the mud. So yeah, definitely gotta be careful. But I should be fine because I'm not gonna do anything too crazy and I'm not gonna stay for too long either. So I should be fine. I did want to bring at least band-aids though, and I didn't even do that. So yeah, again, my stupid mistake. But we're just gonna enjoy the sound of the birds, which you guys could probably hear in the background, which is amazing. That's like my favorite sound in the world. And like there's even some flowers starting to grow. Beautiful. So I'm very happy about that. But I'm gonna try not to talk to you guys the whole time I walk. Oh, look at this cool bridge. another thing I forgot. See, this is not a regular occurrence for me to go hiking. I want it to be. I want it to start being a regular occurrence. But because it's not, like, I'm not, like, really all that prepared. Because I also forgot to put on bug spray. And I'm already noticing the bugs. So I'm going to try not to be here for too long. I also have other things I'm doing today. But I wanted to really enjoy the nature and, like, just get out and, I don't know, like I said, be alone a little bit. And, like, the growth that I'm seeing. The leaves on the trees and stuff. That is making me very happy to see that. Even though that means we're getting in closer to summer. But still, you know, it's nice to see things growing again. Not just a bunch of, you know, dead trees. And I'm walking through a lot of dead leaves right now, which is equally creepy and cool at the same time. I'm also starting to freak out that I'm gonna, like, step on a snake or something. So it's another reason why I'm gonna not talk to you guys the whole time, because I really do need to pay attention to make sure I'm not stepping on anything or anything like that. Oh, look at all these pine cones. You could probably hear them, but there are supposed to be falls here. It's called Oxbow Falls State Park. So I'm going to just go until I find those, and then we'll head back to the car because the bugs are quite bad. Not the greatest hike, not what I really wanted to accomplish with the hike, but I am enjoying it. So I hope you guys are too. I mean, it's not the most exciting video in the world, but I'm just so glad to be out in nature and seeing all this regrowth, and oh, I'm loving it. Okay, so I didn't wear the best shoes for this because they are high top sneakers, but the only other thing I have is my boots, and I wasn't gonna wear those because they kill my feet when you walk too much in them. So really didn't have a choice. It was these sneakers or nothing. There's a road back here that I think I'm gonna go meet up with because I don't quite know where I'm going. See if I could find the best place to get down there. Try not to get attacked by limbs. But I feel like if I go down to the road, then at least I have a better idea of where I'm going. And also that's the direction that I hear the falls. So I feel like that would probably be my best bet to finding them. So, and I kind of really love that I'm like almost the only person out here, because I could talk to you guys and not worry about being overheard. Because right now, if somebody overheard me, they probably think I was insane talking to myself. Okay, so since I can't really get to the road from here without probably killing myself, I'm gonna head back to the car and I think drive down the road to see if I could get to where the falls are so I can experience those. Yeah, actually, the dead leaves are great, to be completely honest, because I love that sound of crunching under your feet. I love that. I've always loved that. It's one of my favorite things about fall, and the fact that I'm getting to experiencing it in spring makes me very happy. So yeah, I think basically what I did is I chose the wrong parking lot. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Going down it was easy, going up it not so much. Although the roots really do help. Kind of like nature's staircase. Okay, not as bad as I thought. I was telling Mom, I think it was yesterday, we were moving some stuff around in the apartment, and I was telling her, like, if there's one thing that's a testament to how much weight I've lost, it's that we did that without me really even running out of breath. Like, I used to always run out of breath by doing the simplest things. And like, I'm doing this hike right now, and yeah, I'm starting to breathe a little heavy, but I don't feel like I can't breathe, which used to be a very big problem for me. But like, I'm hiking and I'm talking to you guys, and even over the course of my channel, you guys have seen me doing videos where I'm walking and talking at the same time, and I got really winded. So like, even in like the last year or something, it's gotten even better. So, you know, I might have a phobia of medical professionals and not really trust doctors necessarily, but some stuff they say has some merit. But like a lot of stuff, sometimes you need to learn these things for yourself in order to believe them, because like, doctors always tell you to lose weight because it'll help you breathe better, it'll help you feel better, it'll help digestion, it'll help this, that, and everything. And while that's not the solution all the time, I am discovering it is the solution to my breathing problems. So that I will give them. I will say they were correct about. Not that a doctor ever specifically told me that you know, that I should lose weight and it'll help with my breathing problems, because I've never told a doctor I have breathing problems because I don't go to doctors. But they've told other people in my life that losing weight is the solution to everything, and not always true, but true in this case. So yeah, so I'm gonna head back to the car, drive down the road, see if I can find the falls and maybe somewhat of a better hiking point. I don't know. But I did want to make this whole video. About hiking. So I gotta get something in here for you guys. Unless you're enjoying just watching me hike and talk to you about random shit. So on the way back to the car, I'm hearing something in the woods. I saw the spot where the other girl and her dog came and decided to walk down, because I think I might be able to get to the road from here. But I also don't know how long before we get to the falls, so I'm wondering if I should still drive. Okay, the map doesn't really show where the falls are, so I'm kind of wondering if it's like little falls here and there. So I think I will go back to the car instead of walking all that way and not knowing where I'm going. and getting eaten up by bugs. So I think I will go back to the car and just drive down the road a little. And if there's not another parking lot, I'll just come back this way and then I'll walk it. I like how, if you guys could see how they like made a trail with the twigs? That's cool. Nature trail. Haha, pun intended. Actually it wasn't, but it's still kind of funny. Okay, so the road is just a road. And the vibe it gave off of the people that live back there did not make me even the slightest bit comfortable. So we are back at the park. And in that short time I was gone, there's another car here. So it's going to start filling up. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to talk to you guys, but I'm going to go back into the trees, stick with nature instead of people, and see what we can find. I'm not sure there's an actual like big falls or if it's just called Oxbow Falls, because there's like little falls, like little mini falls into rivers or ponds or whatever you want to call them. But we'll see. But I think I might go a different direction this time. So under what logic do you come to a public park and stand by your car door and smoke marijuana? I'm nothing against it. You want to smoke it, fine. Medical reasons, fine. But you stand there in a public parking lot and make everybody that walks past you inhale it. Okay, so I'm not really going in a different direction. I'm gonna go down this little trail that they made out of twigs. I'm kind of not sure where the hell I'm going. It's also already 9:30, so I can't be here too much longer because I do have other stuff to do. All right, so I just looked at these trees next to each other, and new fear unlocked. Because I am so unbelievably terrified right now of walking into a spider web and not knowing it until it's too late. So yeah, new hiking fear unlocked there. No way to really avoid that, I guess, except to be vigilant. Yeah, so like I was saying, I don't really know what the hell I'm doing or where I'm going. So I don't want to get too far off the beaten path and getting eaten by the big bad wolf. So I don't know how much longer we'll hike for, but I still really love this idea of just getting out in nature and taking some time to just be alone with the birds and the trees and stuff like that. So I think this is going to be something we try to do on a semi-regular basis. Sometimes I might take people with me sometimes, but I really do like doing it alone, aside from taking you guys all. Actually, I kind of like the way my hair is screwed up, because now it's not as, I don't feel like it's as straight-laced, I guess. That one piece of hair is driving me crazy though. And so yeah, I think this is definitely going to become a regular occurrence, but I have to find, nice big old tree in the way. I have to find more trails to go on, because around here, the quote-unquote hiking selection is not the best. I'm very envious of Andrea Severson here on YouTube, because where she gets to go for a hike in Arizona is absolutely gorgeous. Looks very well maintained. Oh, I want to go visit her just once, just so I can hike there. But no offense, Andrea, I have no desire to go to Arizona and sweat my ass off. So I'm sure she understands, because she is not somebody who really likes the heat either. So step around that big giant tree again. But also, I live in New York, and I'm sure she doesn't want to come here either in the winter. So as much as she has said in the past that she wants to see snow, seeing it and living it are two completely different things, y'all. Although I think we, knock on wood, not to jinx anything, I think we got pretty lucky this winter. I guess this is just going to be kind of a chatty hiking vlog, to be honest, because there's not much more to show you guys, and I'm kind of lost. So anyway, Yeah, I think New York got pretty lucky with the winter this year. We only had like 2 really big snowstorms. I wouldn't even call them storms, because we've had worse. So, but for the most part, it was a pretty tame winter, which I'm not sure what that means for spring. It might be pretty rainy and gross, but I'm good with the rain. I'm fine with the rain. I'm not a water sign. I'm an earth sign. I'm a Capricorn, but I've always connected to the rain, so I'm good with it. Those people are still just standing by their car. Like, are you hiking or what? Are you just sitting around doing nothing? Decided to take a break in the surprisingly clean pavilion. I'm going to try not to talk too loud because the girl with her dog is still here and I can see her directly, so I don't want her to overhear me. But I'm surprised this pavilion is as clean as it is for it being, the tail end of the off season. I brought my tarot cards because I always feel like you have to do at least one reading for yourself in nature, because doing readings for yourself at home are fine. I mean, it's your home, it's obviously your energy you're in, but especially when you're an earth sign, the connection that you have to nature is very important when it comes to your energy and your spirit guides and all of that. So I always want to try to do at least one reading in nature, like, in the middle of the woods, or a park or anything like that. Even a beach, as long as it's nature. If you're an earth sign, I highly recommend, if you're into tarot, to do at least one reading in nature a year. Doesn't have to be all the time, but I would recommend at least once a year, because being an earth sign, you are so connected to nature naturally that you really should take the effort and the time to nurture that connection. So that's what we're gonna do right now. I'm gonna try to tell you guys the results of my reading, but as I said, there's other people here, so let's be respectful and try not to look like a weirdo. I'm trying to get better at, let me set up a better vantage point here. I'm trying to get better at, what do I want to say, like, not being ashamed of my weirdness, I guess. There have been times when I have not openly embraced, like, the nerdy side of me, because I was worried about, how people would see me and stuff like that, and I just gotta stop doing that, because I enjoy these things, so I should not be, sorry for the road noise, tractor trailers like crazy. I should not be ashamed of things that I enjoy, but I try not to go too crazy with it, because I know things, especially like tarot, makes people uncomfortable sometimes, and as much as I would like to honor the things I enjoy and, the spiritual side of me and everything, I also don't like making people uncomfortable. And lots of times you make somebody uncomfortable, you can't really come back from that, and you could lose somebody really important to you, and that's not something I want to happen ever again. So I'm trying to embrace my weirdness, my nerdiness, but also kind of keep it moderate, like I don't know what the word is I want, but I don't want to just like push it in people's faces or anything like that, or act too weird, I guess is my thing, because there is a such thing as being too strange. Obviously embrace your strangeness, but again, don't make people uncomfortable, because you might live to regret it. So yeah, that's why I don't like include my tarot too often, on this channel either, because I know not everybody's into tarot or spirit guides or, you know, any of that stuff that I'm into. So I try to limit my exposure of that, I guess. But I really did want to do this one, and I did want to share it with you guys because there's something special about doing a reading while in nature. Even if you're not an earth sign, there's just something about nature that... So lots of times you do a tarot reading, you could have blockages, right? And I feel like those blockages, when you're in nature, as long as you're... There are people, okay, let me preface this. There are people who do not feel that sense of freedom or joy or anything while they're in nature, and I understand that. But for the most part, the general population feels a freedom and a clarity when they're in nature, and I feel like that really opens up the spirit channels to remove those blockages that can get in the way sometimes. So, but for me, it's definitely the fact that I'm an earth sign, and I feel like it's essential for me to do a nature reading at least once a year. So this is my once a year. I might do more if I'm going to be generally going on hikes. Yeah, so let's get this reading going. I'm just going to do a general reading for my day, or the rest of the day, since it's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. So I just want to see what my day has in store, what the spirits want to tell me, what I need to know, what I need to be mindful of, stuff like that. So we're just going to do a general reading. So for a general reading, we start out with 6 cards and then include the bottom of the deck card, which is the general message of the reading. So I'm going to pull 6 cards. Well, we're not going to pull them. The spirit guides are going to pull them. They're going to bring out the cards I need for me. These cards are gigantic, so they're kind of hard to shuffle. I've seen some people on TikTok that do readings that like will hold them in this hand and then just like go like this with their thumb. I cannot do that. So we're just gonna do it the lazy way and do it this way. The cards that need to come out are the cards that are gonna come out regardless of how you shuffle or anything like that. So the first card that came out is the 8 of Cups in reverse, which lots of times in readings, the reverse cards can be a little scary, but it doesn't always necessarily mean a bad thing. 9 of Swords and 8 of Swords in reverse. 9 of Swords is the right way around. So that's 3. So we need 3 more cards, spirits. 3 more cards. And a very noisy motorcycle, which could signal the fact that I asked the spirits for cards and we got that noisy motorcycle. It could be that there's a very loud, important message coming through. So lots of times, people who don't typically do tarot readings don't really understand the ins and outs. And if you're at all interested in getting started with tarot readings and you want to know the ins and outs, I'm going to try to give you a couple of tips. And the first one is, like I said, with that motorcycle, everything is a sign. Every little thing you do during the reading is a sign. Every little sound you hear, every little animal you see. There's a robin right in front of me right now. That's a good sign. Robins are a good sign. They're a sign of spring. They're a sign of new things to come. The color red could be significant since it is a robin. Every little thing is significant in the reading, whether you know what the significance of that is or not. The spirits are taking a while to give us our other 3 cards for some reason. So I feel like that might mean there might be a little bit of a muddled message coming through. And they're trying to find the best way to give me the clarity of that message. There's a bug. Even the bug is a sign. Even if it scared the shit out of me, even the bug is a sign. Can't really tell you what the bug means because it was kind of like one of those like beetle bugs. That kind of thing I would have to look up to see the significance of. So I will look that up when I'm done with the reading, because I don't really know a lot about bugs to know the significance. So, okay, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 2. So 2s are a very lucky number, and usually mean good things to come. If we get another 2, then that means angel numbers 222, but we shall see. We also have 2 8s at the moment, so we'll see if we get another 8. Those people that were in the parking lot hanging out by their car. They're leaving. So they literally came here to smoke pot. That was their purpose of coming to the park. That's very interesting. It's probably that they were driving somewhere else and know that you can't smoke pot in your car, and so they decided to do it at a public park. So now I am once again the only person here, so that means I can talk at a normal volume and not worry about being overheard. Our last card is taking a while again, so spirits seem to be a little confused, which makes me think that maybe there's some confusion for me coming, which is fine. Confusion is scary and sometimes pretty hard to understand. When that many cards comes out, we don't use them, but this card stayed on the picnic table, so that is the Queen of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands reversed. So I've sat with this message for a little while, and I feel like it's more a general message of me rather than my specific day. It's talking about letting go of things that no longer fill your cup, and knowing that the what if is scary, but also having faith that it's all going to work out in the end and it's worth it. But don't focus on the what ifs. It's also talking about how the only thing standing in my way of making a better life for me and getting the things that I want and being who I truly am is myself, which I knew. I've always kind of known that, and knowing that is not exactly a solution to the problem. It's also talking about finding a balance, a guarded balance. That's what this Two of Pentacles is about, is finding a guarded balance to, move on and achieve everything you have to achieve, because life has been very unbalanced, which is 100% true. My life has been very unbalanced. I've been finding it hard to juggle everything. I've also been finding it difficult to kind of find the motivation in my daily life. All I really want to do is scroll TikTok, and that's not good. And I'm just sitting here, and there's birds everywhere. There's a yellow bird, there's a black bird. This black bird has been sitting in the tree pretty much the whole time that I've been doing this reading, which to me is important, and I really need to look up the significance of a black bird. If it was a crow, I would know kind of the sign that I was getting, but I'm not entirely sure of the significance of the blackbird, so I'll have to look that up later. But he's been sitting there pretty much the entire time and staring at me, so that's significant. I almost feel like I'm being judged by nature, which is entirely possible because I am an earth sign, so it could be that nature is telling me to just look inside myself, be who I am, embrace that, which I have been embracing my spirituality a lot more lately and looking a lot more into astrology and stuff. So, oh, brown bird just joined him. That right there, that makes me very happy, and actually I feel like I might start to cry, because the fact that it's a black bird and a brown bird makes me think of my friends and like how we're close, like we're similar but we're not the same, but we kind of like, it's hard to say, but it makes me think of my friends and it makes me very happy. A very beautiful blackbird too. Look at them just hanging out in the tree. They're not fighting, they're not warring, barely even talking to each other. They're just being together, and they really feel like that's me and my friends. So yeah, that was kind of sappy, but like my friends have, specifically my work friends, but all of my friends in general have been a really, really big support lately. You all too. I mean, you all my friends, oh, there they go. Bye. See, I got the message I needed, so now they're leaving. But yeah, my friends have definitely been a huge support for me lately with a lot of things, including the big secret. It's not really that big of a secret, honestly, and I really do want to tell you guys soon. And that could be part of what this reading is about, is that I have not told my family this secret yet, and I'm the only thing standing in my way, which is 100% true. But it's hard not to worry. It's really hard not to worry, especially late at night when you're all by yourself. And then the general message was the Five of Wands in reverse. Handle things that come up for me maturely, respectfully. Don't bicker, don't fight, don't instigate an argument, don't continue an argument. If somebody starts one, just walk away from it. There's also a message here of allowing yourself to be in your emotions, taking time alone to work through those emotions. Rely on your support system, but don't put it all on them, because a lot of the growth and change that you're going to go through is your own, and it comes about because of your own work. Otherwise, other messages I'm getting from this is fire signs could be significant, because we have 2 cards with fire on them. So that's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius that are the fire signs. I'm also seeing very many references to water. So water could be significant in some way. Like I did say on the hike, I have always been very attached to water and the rain, but I also feel like this might be more of like emotional water, like not only just tears, which has significance in the Queen of Cups, but also washing away the internal conflict that I've been having, that I've been bottling up. You can see there's bottles of water, or else she's looking out into the ocean or the sea. So I've been bottling up those internal conflicts and my emotions, and it's time for them to wash away with some guarded balance. But I'm also seeing that the sea, not just water, but the sea is kind of significant in these 3 cards. This shirt says Sea Witch, this shirt says secretly a Selkie, and then I'm pretty sure that's the sea she's looking at there. So there could be some significance when it comes to the sea. I don't know what, because I don't really live near the sea, but I will take that to heart. And I feel like this one with the secretly a Selkie shirt is telling me to openly express who I am on the inside. Don't hide it any longer. Tell people the truth, which is very significant in my life at the moment. I also feel on this 8 of Swords reversed, on her hand it says deadline today. So I feel like this one is telling me not to focus on deadlines and just focus on creativity and productivity, not to focus on when, but focus on how much, focus on quality versus quantity. Those 2 birds, the brown and bird and the black bird, are over there just munching away happily, just being together. Yeah, I'm gonna cry. I love nature. I absolutely love nature. But it is now 10:15, so I really have to get going. But I do think I want to pull a couple more cards just to kind of get a little bit more clarity, because this general reading right now is basically telling me that the future is just very uncertain, which I totally understand. You know, the future is what you make it, but also I have very high anxiety and I do not like things being uncertain. So I'd like to get a couple more cards just to get to like my immediate future and what that's going to be like today, because like I said, this feels like more of a very general reading, whereas I would like to know what today brings, what the rest of the day brings. I got that answer pretty fast, didn't I? Oh, let's see, we have the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands reversed. So Queen of Wands card has florals and a cat. So I feel like that is indicative of my Capricorn. And I also really love, I'll flip it right side up, but it's a reverse card, but I also really love the image. She looks very beautiful. She looks very confident in her beauty. And I feel like that has become something that I'm definitely getting better at, but I still need to work on. My body image and stuff has gotten a lot better. Spider. The spider is significant, but I don't want it on me. It's one of those little brown spiders. again, not very versed in the spirituality of bugs, so we will look that up later. I don't know why I'm kneeling like that when I just told you guys. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're going to pick up a little bit, and then I'll continue talking to you guys about these results as we get to the car, because as much as I don't want to kill the spider, as much as nature is nature, I don't also want it on my tarot cards. So let me clean up, and I'll keep talking to you guys about what these other two cards mean. Okay, so these two cards, the Ace of Swords usually represents a breakthrough of some kind. So the fact that I asked for these cards to show me what's going to happen today, and I got the breakthrough card, I got the Ace of Swords that usually represents a breakthrough, it's kind of making me excited for the day, honestly. I don't know what this breakthrough is going to be, although having it with the Queen of Wands reversed might have something to do with my body image, with feeling beautiful. It might have something more to do with like my inner thoughts and feelings. It might also have something to do with my anxiety, because there's been some things I've been having a lot of anxiety over that I've been trying to work on. So maybe I'm having a breakthrough about my anxiety today. I don't know. We won't really know until we actually go through the day and find out. But it does make me excited for the day to know that I'm going to have some kind of breakthrough today. Whether that's going to be a good breakthrough or not, we don't know that either. Breakthroughs are breakthroughs, whether they're things that make you happy or things that make you sad. But in the end, even if it's a breakthrough that makes you sad, it's still going to be good for you. You know, it's a breakthrough for a reason. It's not called a breakthrough because it is making things worse. It's making things better. Things might get worse to begin with to get better, but in the long run, it will be better for you. So I am very excited about the day with these two cards. And I will take the general message into account as well to, you know, get to this breakthrough, because the general message is the general message of like who I need to be, how I need to be to get to a place of, you know, higher understanding, higher clarity, try to be the best me I can be, to try to get whatever this good thing is that's coming. And even if it happens today, like I asked the cards, I may not know. Like, it might not be that obvious that it happened today until something happens afterward that will make whatever happens today the obvious starting off point. Because it could be something as little as, you know, me talking to a friend or something like that, that creates like a domino effect of other better things. So, yeah. So I'm going to, I think I know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to head back to the casino where I first talked to you guys in the parking lot, because I have a free play to play on the slots, and then I'm going to sit and have some lunch and do some work there, some writing, which you guys will see in a separate video, because I'm going to do like a daily writing, well, it's going to be like a weekly writing vlog kind of deal. So you guys will see that coming up, but for this video, I am going to say goodbye because I'm done hiking. I know it wasn't exciting all that much, but thanks for spending some time with me out in nature. Let me know if you guys are excited about, you know, the fact that I'm going to be hiking regularly, because I probably will be pretty much vlogging it every time. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.